Hello and very warm welcome to ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism from the capital Addis Ababa with the news. I'm Binyam Getana along with the technical crew and the editor. Stick around now, the news in a nutshell. In its 48th regular session today, Ethiopia's Council of Ministers approved a visa waiver agreement with Nigeria for holders of diplomatic and service passports, aiming to boost bilateral ties and ease official travel. The Council also endorses two World Bank financing agreement worth nearly $1 billion to support sustainable growth and expressway development. These interest-free loans include a 6-year grace period and align with Ethiopia's debt strategy. Additionally, the Council approved amendments to the Federal Income Tax Proclamation to enhance fairness, efficiency and alignment with evolving economic realities. Likewise, all proposals were forwarded to the House of People representative for final approval. Meanwhile, the government of Ethiopia and the World Bank have signed financing agreement amounting $1 billion under the second Sustainable and Inclusive Growth Development Policy operation and a grant and concessional loan. This critical operation reflects the World Bank's continued commitment to supporting Ethiopia's bold and far-reaching reform agenda, Ministry of Finance said in a press release today. The program aims to bolster recent government efforts to ensure financial sector stability, enhance trade competitiveness, strengthen domestic resource mobilization, promote transparent and effective public sector governance, and ensure the sustainability of social services, all of which are integral pillars of Ethiopia's macroeconomic and structural transformation. The government of Ethiopia expressed its profound appreciation to the World Bank for its steadfast and constructive partnership in supporting reform priorities under the Homegrown Economic Reform Program. The agreement was formally signed by Ethiopia's Finance Minister Ahmed Shide and Mariam Salim, World Bank Division Director for Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan and South Sudan, on behalf of the World Bank Group. In other news, during the 42nd session of the House yesterday, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed addressed a wide range of pressing national issues raised by members of parliament. His response covered key topics including peace and security, the national reconciliation process, politics, economic reform and the government efforts to curb inflationary pressure. In response to the Prime Minister's remark, Member of Parliament highlighted that he shared encouraging news with the House. Notably, he announced that in the coming Ethiopian year, the country is set to begin exporting natural gas and inaugurate a fertilizer plant, an initiative expected to significantly boost the agricultural sector. Tigis Nessa has more on this.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has addressed queries raised by the members of the parliament at the session of the House of People's Representatives on a spectrum of pressing national issues encompassing peace and security, national reconciliation process, politics, economic reform, the government's efforts to mitigate inflationary pressures. Reflecting on the replies rendered by the Premier, members of the parliament have stressed that the responses were in pretty much digestible manner to the public.
The Prime Minister responded to all of them. Paid due attention to all the questions raised, and overall the vision of the leadership, the achievements of the reform, and the anticipated areas. Achievement is anticipated over the coming years were also raised. So I hope it is a very informative explanation that it will give at least information for people who have confusion on certain issues, including the regional diplomatic issues. It was a very good explanation.
Our Prime Minister tried to address some members' questions and also the current Ethiopian situation, the economic growth of the country and the progress that this macroeconomic policy has brought to our economy. He tried to summarize it to 4 significant sectors like agriculture, how our export changed and developed from the agricultural products.
I mean, on the microeconomic reform, these issues are very technical issues, right? They are jargons for most of us. The explanation that the Prime Minister gave really, I hope, will help many people to understand. In a way, he broke it down to a palatable, digestible indicators. So that will give more explanation. It will help people to see whatever they are leaving us, the fruits of the reform itself.
According to the parliamentarians, impressive results have been recorded in economic development, agricultural productivity, and diplomatic efforts to secure direct sea access.
And there are also very exciting news that the Prime Minister unveiled for the member of the Parliament. One is that we will going to sell gas by next year. This is, a surprise for many of us, but the Prime Minister also explained why it should be a surprise. So it's a very good, exciting news. And the other question is issues related to the fertilizer factory. We have seen this news over the last few weeks on social medias, and the Prime Minister officially explained about it. This is a very, very critical investment for us because, as you know, agriculture is the backbone of our economy, and one of the inputs that is challenging our productivity is fertilizers itself. So if we manage to produce fertilizer domestically, that's a big.
Ethiopia, as everybody knows, we are a population of 120 million people. We are landlocked. Our economy is highly growing. So the current, we can't hold this economy without outlets to see. So this is overall what the Prime Minister tried to address. And regarding the peace issue in our country, overall, the government is trying to assure the security, the peace and security, but here and there are some conflicts, but the government is still saying the government door is open to discuss, to sit around the table and to address the issues.
In this session of the House, members of the House of People's Representatives and diplomatic communities of various countries have participated in tree planting events on the premises of the Parliament as well.
That was Tigist Nisa for the report, and you're still watching ABC World as the news continues. Diplomatic ties between Ethiopia and Norway trace back to 1947, and their cooperation now spans peace building, climate change mitigation, water resource management, and more. Talking to ABC World Explore Ethiopia, Norwegian ambassador to Ethiopia, Sten Kristinen, praised Ethiopia's remarkable tourism destinations and thanked Ethiopia for their warm hospitality.
I've been here for 3 years, yes, and it's been 3 very eventful, very beautiful years. I've had the chance to travel a bit, not as much as I would have wanted to, but enough to get a little bit of a picture of the country, of the beauty of its landscapes, but also of the beauty of the people, and the hospitality and the friendliness. And I would just like to stress that I really have been received with so much warmth, me and my family that I live here with, and that has been very heartwarming.
The ambassador also reaffirmed his country's commitment to strengthen partnership with Ethiopia across multiple sectors.
It's also been good from a professional perspective. I think together with my Ethiopian colleagues, we have managed to further strengthen the cooperation and relationship between our 2 countries. So on the whole, it has been 3 very full years of work and pleasure that I will take with me for the rest of my life.
In our final segment, Ethiopian Airlines' new port routes is poised to strengthen continental links that go beyond Ethiopia and Portugal relations, fostering broader cooperation across various domains. In a colourful event attended by ambassadors, ministers and Ethiopian Airlines executive at the Ethiopian Skylight Hotel, Ethiopia marked the commencement of its new 5 times weekly passenger service to Porto, Portugal on Wednesday. This new service will include a single stop via Madrid, Spain. The introduction of this flight aims to offer travel options and enhance seamless connectivity for passengers in the area, furthering Ethiopian Airlines regional expansion across Europe. Rui Alves, director of Porto Airport, who noted that the new Ethiopian Airlines flight would serve as a vital link between the two countries across multiple sectors.
This route will bring the connection with the biggest hub in Africa. We were discussing the possibilities and the opportunities to grow on the cargo side. In that meeting, we had several partners, business partners, related with the cargo. And what we want to show them is the opportunity that we have having an aircraft like this one. It's a big aircraft, a wide body, a very young, very new aircraft. So this is a big opportunity for the region to have direct flights, even for cargo.
On her part, Karen Strugo, Chief Commercial Officer at Porto Airlines, welcomed the commencement of Ethiopian Airlines service to Porto, highlighting its potential to enhance Europe-Africa connectivity across multiple sectors.
We're very happy to be celebrating today the first flight for Ethiopian Airlines here in Porto City, which is our big hub for Portugal country, and to access Europe in the north of Spain and to access the continent. We're especially happy because this is a very potent and growing city, growing region with strong industry capabilities and strong business capabilities. So this is a very strong part, economic part of the country of Portugal. So we're all very optimistic about Ethiopian Airlines.
Ethiopian Airlines is one of the fastest growing carriers in the global aviation industry. Aviation technology expert John George remarked. The experts expressed confidence Ethiopian Airlines will be instrumental in facilitating the effective movement of passengers, particularly African, Portuguese and migrants.
Porto is a very important destination because it's the second growing point of Portugal. So I think this is a very important landmark for Ethiopian Airlines growth, because Ethiopian Airlines will have the opportunity to not only connect the 2 points, Addis Ababa and Porto, but also to connect through Addis Ababa to the rest of the world. There's many Portuguese and many immigrants living in Portugal that want to fly to the Far East and points of Africa that Ethiopia covers.
And now a recap of the top stories once again. Ethiopia's Council of Ministers approves key diplomatic, financial and tax measures. Norway pledged to strengthen cooperation with Ethiopia.